Have you visited the Elmhurst Public Library lately? The Kids Library is a wonderful place, especially with our many exciting children's programs. The second floor is home to the adult and teen collections. From research to magazines, we've got it. We have more than 80 computers throughout the building. Or bring your own laptop. The entire building has wireless access. Need a quiet place to study? Try our silent study rooms. Book one of our spacious meeting rooms for your group. Our convenient book drop and drive-up window make picking up and returning library materials a breeze. And don't forget, EPL is open 24/7 online at elmhurstpubliclibrary.org.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for being here, and thank you for these wonderful poets that will just surprise us with their wonderful poems tonight. I just want to talk a little bit about what the Friends is to the library and what we do. We have been we've been around since 1941, and the Friends have enriched the library's resources and supported library programs through various memberships and fundraising that we do throughout the year. Our mission is to maintain an association of people that are interested in the library, such as all of you. And we're here to increase the facilities and services of the Elmhurst Public Library and help them to provide things for you that aren't in the normal budgetary guidelines that the library can have. We have membership applications, forms. We hope that you all consider making that a part of your yearly contribution to the library. The things that we have done for the library are the big screen TVs, part of the children's garden, the middle school furniture upstairs. So anytime someone asks you about the Friends and what can you do to help, please consider contributing or consider being part of our board. We're small in numbers, but we hope to garner a lot of things for the library. I do want to say thank you to all of the additional board members that are here tonight, and a special thank you to Mary Beth Camp, who is our library director. Mary Beth? And our board members, Suzanne Seston, Jerry Chagall, Jackie Krenkovich, and Phyllis Carroll, our beloved Phyllis Carroll. Thanks for being here. So we have a little something for you tonight.
Oh my goodness! This is a lovely surprise. Thank you so much. Okay. Our first reader will be fourth grade, first place, Juliana Moran, Emerson School. Can you lower it? Remember how to do it?
My poem is called Endless Winter. The snow won't stop, the snow won't end. It's like snow has become a trend. Snowmen and forts, it's all been done. Oh, heat miser, where is the sun? Hot cocoa in mugs, stew and soup. These winter meals are an endless loop. Spring, oh spring, get here soon. We want warm weather and tulips to bloom. We miss the park and riding our bikes. The kids in Elmhurst are going to strike. Winter, you've been fun and it's been a blast, but it's time to go. Spring, please come fast.
second place was a tie. Part of Claire Converse earned one tie. She is in the hospital, and for a while we were very worried about her, but she is now out of intensive care and is in a regular room.
Poetry, written by Claire Converse, recited by Emily Fujiwara and Madeline Mountcastle.
Poetry, such a hard topic. Every time I write, I just have to stop. My rhyming is terrible, fever stinks. This is worse than skating on rinks. If poetry had a color, let's say it would be blue or black or gray. The colors that make you feel depressed, like blue, yes, that would be best.
Today my teacher told me to write about something colorful or bright. I couldn't write, say, or think, so my teacher told me to write how poems stink. I really don't exactly know, but maybe, just maybe, it would make my brain grow.
So now Ryder Maston from Jefferson School is the second of the second place tie people.
My poem is Life in the Desert, which is opposite of the one you just heard. In the desert, rain doesn't fall. In the desert, thorns and spines defend. In the desert, the sun shines all day. Still, animals live on. In the desert, roots find little water. In the desert, seeds grow slow. In the desert, the sun cooks leaves. Still, plants live on. In the desert, people find no shade. In the desert, roads are long and dusty. In the desert, the sun discourages outdoor play. Still, humans live on. In the desert, heat affects all. In the desert, food and water are scarce. In the desert, weather is harsh. Still, life exists.
Emily Fujiwara, Jackson School, honorable mention.
My poem is called Earrings. Earrings are something every girl should get. I asked my dad. When he said no, I threw a fit. My mom said yes, but can he be like her? Instead of no, he should have said sure. Today is my birthday, and I'm scared to say I'm going to ask him again today. I shiver and quiver, but look at his face. When he finally says yes, my heart starts to race. I hug him and bolted to my mom in her bed, and when I told her the news, her face almost looked dead. Then she smiled 1,000 watts, and when I told my friends, they had lots of thoughts. They told me of the earrings they once had, and all I thought, it's because it was all because of my dad.
Magnus McHale, Jefferson School, honorable mention. Other way to listen.
My poem is called Basketball. Running fast down the court, past the halfway, now the hard part. My heart is beating through my chest, and as I watch, the defenders charge, and I am forced to weave through legs and arms. I pass the ball to number 9, and he shoots in the way that we call divine. Then, unfortunately for the team, he misses just off the rim's beam. He gets the rebound, passing to me. I grab the ball, and it's lucky that 2 opposing men are guarding number 3. It leaves open a clear 3-point, but I avoid it. Threes have never been my thing. I sprint to the free throw when I get held up. The other team's star is the size of a truck. It does seem hopeless, but I quickly recall his one and only flaw. Since he's so big and I'm so small, I'll duck under his arms. And there I am, under the hoop, ready to strike with my favorite move. I jump up high, viewing the stands, hearing the crowd clapping their hands. I come back down with 3 seconds left, and with a swish I realize that I made the winning shot.
Fifth grade, first place, Charlie Torija. Hawthorne.
My poem is called Don't Give Up. I know it feels like you're out of luck. You can't walk, but at least you can talk. I know it feels like you're useless. You might not walk again. But we have faith, we're your friends. Don't give up, even if it feels like you're at a dead end. I know that, 'cause that's what you've taught me. I know it's hard, but don't give up.
Second place, Cheryl Matthew, Conrad Fisher.
My poem is about hope. Hope is a sidekick, filling your heart with passion, persuading you not to give up, giving you confidence, flowing like a stream. A life with disappointment, a horror to think about. Hope makes life the opposite. On the darkest days, hope lights the way, helping us to deal with reality, replacing doubt with courage, fear with boldness, disbelief with trust, hope, a necessity to life.
Honorable mention, Emily Eastman, Visitation.
My garden of friends. A friend is a flower. Friends are flowers in a garden. My garden of friends. Weeds sprout and try to pull us apart, but we stick together through thick and through thin, and weeds are no match for us. Weeds are pulled, we are picked. Weeds are bullies, flowers are beauty. Roses are made of love, friends come from above. When seeds are planted and watered, they make new friendships. Flowers need to be taken care of, as friendships do. If they are not tended to, the plants will die, as friendships will. That's why a friend is a flower, and friends are flowers in a garden, my garden of friends.
Honorable mention, Julia Olson, Conrad Fisher.
Seasons. It starts with the winter in January. The white powdery snow falls. It looks like mini cotton balls. At first you love playing in the snow. Then you wish winter never even came. Frostbite on your fingers, icicles hanging from your nose. At last the snow has melted and it is spring. The bluebirds chirping, the flowers blossoming, the leaves growing back on the trees. We can finally go outside without freezing ourselves. Now it is summer and we are warm again. The water parks and pools, the bets to jump off the high dive, the rush when you hit the water and fall through. Sun beaming down sometimes hurts, and the sunburns are painful. It is that time when the sunburns stop. Yes, it's autumn. All the leaves start falling to the ground and turning colors that aren't at all green. It starts to get chilly and cool. The cool breeze messes up your hair. School starts up again, and so does the homework. Winter rolls around again, and the frostbite does too.
Axa Roy, Conrad Fisher.
My poem is called Fun Times. A cinnamon brown tan, my friends in the water, a scarlet sun beaming down on us. Fun times. Snow sparkling like crystals, like a pillow getting shaken. I catch one on my tongue. We go inside. The cocoa in my mug warms my hands. Fun times. Golden green, orange, and scarlet leaves, ready to jump into, so I do. Fun times. Rainy days and board games, friends at each other's houses, and movie watching. Fun times.
Sixth grade, Nick Pamato, Churchville. Oh, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. Adrian Zwang, Emerson, honorable mention.
It's not moving.
My poem is named The Killer Storm. In the silence, a new day dawns with an upcoming storm. Nobody knows until it's too late.
On a peaceful morning, some don't understand the big cloud in the distance. The killer supercell is forming, waiting to break the peace with force. It's time for the town's date with doom. The cold's hitting the warm. The cloud gives everyone darkness. The funnel of cloud punches the surface, starting an extravaganza of terror. The tornado wildly whips through Texas, twisting and twirling trees and tar. People scream, shout, scatter, and scrap for their lives. Lightning rips through the air and cracks it with hail falling behind. Crackle, tap, 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 crackle, tap, tap. Finally, the tornado runs off chasing butterflies while digging out a path of death and destruction too. The killer storm is over.
Sixth grade, first place, Nick Pamato.
My poem's called The Path of War. War is a roiling conflict that takes thousands of lives. It's the creature that demolishes buildings as if they were made of sand. It is the darkness that strikes fear into whatever it sees. It transforms lush fields into war-torn battlegrounds, strewn with the bodies of dead soldiers, while killing innocent people along its path of destruction. The one obstacle in its way is hope, and as hope fights, it extinguishes war's flame. Then, liberty and freedom are reborn.
Nick Pamato is from Churchville. Second place, Julia Olander, Sandburg. She is not here. Teddy Olander is not here. Honorable mention, Klebus Asiani, Churchville.
The beings that crawled inside me. On my bike in the parking lot, 3 years ago, started the journey when I learned to ride a bike. My parents were watching me. It was a sunny afternoon, pain in my legs crawling because of placing my feet on my old small bike. My dad and mom started to notice that I had outgrown my old bike. They bought me a new bike at the nearest store. They showed me the new bike. I saw it. It was a brilliant oceanic blue. Thinking I was the luckiest child in the universe, I rode it around the driveway. There was nothing that could stop me to ride. One day, I asked my dad to ride with me to the park. He paused and said yes. I leaped on my new bike to ride. We rode for a long time. Rain started to fall on us, a horrible mood for the happy celebration. My dad said it was time to get back. I didn't listen and kept on going, just to fall on the side of my body when to turn. I lay there on the grass, pain inside of me, chewing the insides of me. I looked at my fallen bike. It looked like it wanted to cry. I suddenly fell into a deep trance and woke up at home. Afterwards, my arm healed. I learned what I had to change with myself. I still go riding on my bike, but more carefully.
Seventh and eighth grade, first place, Brianna Alex, Timothy Christian.
The violinist. Marvelous wooden instrument on my shoulder, ready to play a beautiful melody. Bow about to be placed on the strings. High flowing notes of sweet sound bring comfort and peace to all those who listen. Heavenly sounds from above fill the room with great love. Playing the last note, a silence breaks in. Everyone is struck with wonder and awe. They start clapping. I happily stand up and take a bow, proud to play the music of my heart.
There's a typo under second place. It says tie, and there was not a tie. Second place, Katie Garcia, Churchville.
Colder than ice, darker than death, the thought of escape slips out of your head. There is no chance, there is no life. not in a place where death is your life. Sound waves don't travel, just voices in your head. You tried to talk, but no one can hear, not in a cell like this. They are bound to the wall, chains and all, their wrists stained red, their bodies almost dead. Their feet stay submerged in pools of blood belonging to the unknown. They stay trapped in a place called the death zone. Every week, more people enter this chamber, their souls drowned of life. They hear the rattling of the chains, the screams that come from pain. The only time they see light is when the newcomers scream in vain. An officer turns on a light. A beam of bright white shines on the prisoner's clan. The chains are red, the faces distraught, their bones protruding from their skin without a single muscle being seen. Their skin is white as the light and thinner than paper. The officer shines the light on every prisoner. He laughs cruelly as all cringe. Not a sound is heard, but his happiness is felt. His eyes light up at the sight of his prisoners. He walks up to them and slaps them hard in the face. Their families will never know what has become of their loved ones. While they will suffer through pain and isolation for the rest of their lives, their families will move on. The man will still capture, still chain, still beat. This torture will live on, but the victims will be forever scarred.
High School, Jessica Hines, York. Is Jessica not here? Oh, I'm so sorry. Esther Pove Sandberg.
Cries of the Holocaust. A dark curtain, a mother uncertain, a daughter to the side, shielded from the outside. Away from the light, with no human right, to the border they will go, and no one will know. Away from the lies, away from the cries, you can see the fear in their eyes while their loved ones die. The pain goes on, past the dawn, past the night, fighting with all their might. They call it the Holocaust, but do they know of the cost?
High School, first place, Jessica Hines. Jessica has entered every year and won every year. She's now a senior in high school.
Emerson's European travels. Walking down La Rue seems a tedious misadventure, for it resembles the street almost exactly. The same old faces are stuffed into new fashions, while the same recycled opinions spill from their lips. It is just another turn of the kaleidoscope, for the overall picture is unlike anything ever seen. But it is made up of the same shapes, so one does not need long to realize how unremarkable it all is. This lack of exoticism causes the homesickness one seeks to avoid. She is everywhere. Her roses grow in the beautiful jardins. Her famous pies line the windows of the patisseries. The same woman shifted into the surroundings of a city that was supposed to be new. The city of love disappoints, for only lost love endures, and even this city cannot hide it.
Second place, Evan Pratt, York.
This is called An Empty Book. I should probably. You can flip through a book full of pages, full of sentences, full of words, but why? You can zoom through the internet in seconds, overlooking not millions, not billions, but trillions of articles and pages, as numerous as the stars in the midnight sky, as countless as the grains of sand on the Floridan beach, as immeasurable as the blades of grass in a Nebraskan prairie. All it takes is the clicking of a mouse and the pressing of some keys. Why read books? When you read a book, words and phrases come onto you like a flood of knowledge. But what happens when you read an empty book? Pages bare and desolate like the Antarctic sun or Antarctic desert. Pages unvarnished and distasteful like plain oatmeal. What happens? What happens is you are provided with a nearly infinite expanse of space where you can write your soul out, space where you can draw your heart out, space where you can map your life out, space where you can say anything you want to say, space where you can write about your day. A book has a nearly infinite expanse for your thoughts. However, the internet is an infinite expanse. That's right, infinite. Sideways 8, the symbol that means never ending, everlasting, measureless. How can you even consider comparing the two? In a book, you can write or draw anything. On the web, you are limited to 3x5 comment boxes. On a book, you can say anything. You can shoot the government down. You can write odes about your favorite sports team. You can list all the reasons for why mint chocolate chip ice cream is the best ice cream. You can say anything you ever wanted to say. And as Voltaire once said, I may disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. Everybody may have freedom of speech, thought, and press, but the internet is not free. People can and will look at everything and anything you do. No freedom of privacy. A book is a safe place where you can tell all your secrets and write them or hide them under your pillow when you go to sleep at night, and when you wake up, you know they will be safe.
Sam Hillebrand, Immaculate Conception.
My poem is called She Is. Brilliant, perfect, and kind. She isn't like most, afraid for the future. She is incredibly strong and powerful. Her demons are only few mistakes. She regrets not having more time in school. She avoids any trouble, lies, and evil. Her life revolves around family and friends. She gave up an impossible job. To smile at her, it seems, is not enough of a gesture to reflect her emotions. The scars on her wrists are fading. Her heroic actions are a great success she had. She can't remember a moment of sadness. Her whole life is lived to have happiness and success. She wants to grow and stay the same, and forever she will. Now I'm going to read the same poem from the end to the beginning. And forever she will stay the same. She wants to grow and to have happiness and success. Her whole life is lived a moment of sadness. She can't remember a great success she had. Her heroic actions are fading. The scars on her wrist are not enough of a gesture to reflect her emotions. To smile at her, it seems, is an impossible job. She gave up family and friends. Her life revolves around trouble, lies, and evil. She avoids any more time in school. She regrets not having only few mistakes. Her demons are strong and powerful. She is incredibly afraid for the future. She isn't like most, brilliant, perfect, and kind.
I would like to credit the sponsors who made this program possible. Algram Funeral Home, Sally Allen, Dave and Dawn Bain, Phyllis Carroll, Community Bank of Elmhurst, David Dyer, Denise Ann Izat and Associates, Matthew Bloss, Dentist and Associates, Patrick Sheehan and Associates, Richard Lang, Dentist, Stoper State Farm, Wallscapes Custom Framing and Art Gallery, West Suburban Office Products Incorporated, York Furrier, Carl and Evelyn Zerfoss. We thank you all. Good night.
There are several thousand collisions involving trains each year, which result in over 1,000 injuries and several hundred deaths. A majority of these deaths occur when someone is struck by a train while trespassing on railroad property. Remember, railroad property is private property. Trespassing along railroad property is not only against the law, it's very dangerous. Avoid taking shortcuts. The only safe place to cross railroad tracks is at a designated crossing. Don't get caught dead on the tracks. Stay off, stay away, stay alive.